And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, this is one of the newer of the major venues here in Sao Paulo, built, of course, in time for 2014. It is the Neoquímica Arena. We have already started here.
Christian Vieri will be so important today, Peter. He's a player that can hurt you in so many different ways.
And what might they be?
Well, he's got the power to bully defenders, the ability to hold up the ball, but what impresses me most about him is the pace to run in behind. Sometimes you really can go route one with him and he'll just do the rest. The guy's a tank.
And it's Mkhitaryan. Dybala. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Akanji promptly onto that, and that is that. De Bruyne played into space. And that's an excellent interception. Sommer gets it away. It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Barella. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Mkhitaryan. It's Mkhitaryan!
A whisker high. He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Dybala. De Bruyne pinches it off him. De Vrij cuts it out. Darmian. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Calhanoglu. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Serginho. And here's Batistuta. He has found the way through. Batistuta. Bullish header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And here's Vieri. Oh, no joy this time. Still goalless. Nicely weighted ball. Calhanoglu. Nice interception, well timed. Bellanova. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Batistuta. De Bruyne. Mkhitaryan providing an outlet on that flank. Bellanova. Akanji calmly anticipates. Barella. Inter Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Oh, good-looking ball. Barella. And it's De Bruyne. Foot in. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And it's Mkhitaryan. Cleared without complication. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Just the keeper to beat! Goes for a shot! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. He's found a way through. Batistuta's cross. And that has sent him sprawling. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, that's ambitious. Just sails past the upright.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Tries to pass it through. Mkhitaryan. Looking for the run. Darmian. Barella. And Dybala. Now it's Mkhitaryan. Stood up well to him there. And this is Batistuta. And it's Batistuta. Great chance! It's in!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Into Milan, shapes to shoot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Çalhanoğlu, Inter Milan, leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Schneider, oh, that pass isn't the best. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Inter Milan leading 1-0 at the break.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 22.
Whistle goes and we start the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Just about within shooting range. Decent hit and on target. Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Barella! Just off target.
Barella is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Looking for options for movement. Looking to play him in. Rijkaard makes the interception. Batistuta. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. De Bruyne knocks it out wide. Juve's cross.
Inter clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
He's had it taken off him. De Bruyne. Schneider. Now then, the ball's come loose. Here's a shot. And the shot! No mistake! They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
That was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Knocks it into space. Martinez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Can he get on the end of this? Chance, surely! Goal! Inter! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Inter Milan get themselves into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Inter may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Shoots! Schneider. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
And this is Vieri. Vieri gets through on his own. Oh, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
Oh, Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance. Inter really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He is through here. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, easy pickings there. No, that's been intercepted. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Diouf. It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, that was vital.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And he's picked it up out wide. There's a no-nonsense tackle. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bastoni. Quality ball. And this is Batistuta. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And that pass just didn't quite work.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
In with the challenge. A heavy challenge.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 25. Camisa 20.
And it's Barella.
Camisa 17.
Barella charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Para a entrada de
He won't be happy with that one.
95,
Martinez
camisa 14, camisa
tries to
3,
play it through.
substituição.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. What a throw in. DiMarco. Oh, can he get onto this? Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Oh, that's well spotted. Aimed beyond the defence. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Thuram. De Bruyne. And it's Dybala. That is good alertness. Belanova. And the referee brings it to a close. Inter Milan played more than a part in what has been a very exciting... And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And as you can see, we've already started here.
It's going to be a real pleasure to see the mercurial Alessandro Del Piero.
Genuine legend of the Italian game.
Yeah, the Del Piero zone was named after his trademark move of drifting out wide before easing inside to aim at the far post, and he can play in any advanced position.
And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? Has another go!
Inter definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well timed, excellent interception. Adriano. And that is out of play. Can he get on the end of this? Ball is over the line. Engages and forces him off the ball. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Zanetti. Calhanoglu. Del Piero threads one in, and that pass just didn't quite work. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And he's only too happy to take that back. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's a good spell of possession, this, and he's picked out the run. He has found the way through. A header! He's missed, but not by that far. And it's Serginho. Strokes it back, tries to pass it through. Great chance! Calhanoglu, pass somewhat off target. Barella. Knocks it into space. Barella showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Short changes him with that pass. Mkhitaryan. He's found a way through. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Adriano gets flagged offside. Oh no, he's got that wrong. That's a lovely, neat pass. Played back into the centre. Inter Milan finding their passes. The ball goes in. Up he goes! Goal! Inter! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Inter Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Bastoni. And that has left him in a heap.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Çalhanoğlu. Can he get it through? And he's been shifted off it. Martinez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all. Rijkaard. Guendouzi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, Red, nice interception.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Adriano, he's picked his way through. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, he's found support out wide. And it's Guendouzi. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
Oh, for the keeper to get down to that was top class, but to actually stop himself from spilling it was exceptional. That's great goalkeeping.
And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Signore e signori, unitevi a me nell'augurare al nostro ragazzo un buon compleanno. Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 10, numero 9, Alexandre Pato.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Hangs up, mighty effort! And he's found the net! They are right back in business!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Barella. Now that's well seen too.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Schneider. And it's De Bruyne. Tries to play it through. Oh, no joy this time. Oh, that's fabulous. Might be danger here. Oh, he's done very well to take. Tries a shot! Goal! Inter! And they get themselves in front! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Inter Milan take the lead. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Guendouzi. Serginho. And this is Batistuta. He is through here. Ball swung in. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's a sharp little ball here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Inter Milan, perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Spread neatly. Guendouzi. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. It's a searching pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. And he was quick to react. Batistuta.
Well, at least they acknowledged the effort. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He won't be happy with that one. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That has not gone well. Inter Milan must do something here, and very quickly.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Mkhitaryan. Well, that's an excellent interception. Serginho. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. A long ball by the goalkeeper.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 27.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Il numero 17.
And somehow it stayed out.
Attenzione, un cambio.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
And now a sudden chance to counter. No, that's been intercepted. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Oh, good spread. Back into the middle. Diouf. Thuram. We are into stoppage time. Nicely weighted ball. That is ended up in no man's land. And the referee brings it to a close. Defeated, dejected, deflated. Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here. And the shot! Milan are looking to break at pace. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Salmakers. Tomori. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, played right into his path. Tomori. That's a shade optimistic. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Salmakers. And it's Rabiot. Now it's Pulisic. There's the shot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. He won't be happy with that one. Out of play for a throw. Ricci, looking for a runner. Bastoni cuts it out. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well, nicely intercepted. Now, what about a counter-attack? That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And it's Rabiot. Modric. It's Modric! And he nearly went all the way.
OK, credit him for his willingness to run at people, but you really shouldn't be afforded so much space down the middle of the pitch.
Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Martinez. Pulisic. Nice interception, well timed. Pulisic! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Great vision. That looks a cracking ball. Çalhanoğlu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Pulisic. And they're back on the ball again. It's come to nothing.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
That is good alertness. Now that's well seen too. And it's Rabiot. Salmakers is wide and looking to get onto this.
Pretty robust defending.
He is through here. Rafael Leao was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Just the goalkeeper. Real chance! It's hit the upright. And it's played in. He's having a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Tries to pass it through. Milan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Can he get onto this? Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Çalhanoğlu.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that's fabulous. And Martinez! Oh no, what has happened here?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. And that is a little undercooked. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Modric. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And he's found... Goes for a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Martinez deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And he's being shifted off it. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pulisic is onto this. Now it's Pulisic. Pulisic! It's wide, but only just.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off
Il
it.
quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
Salmakas
recupero.
to Rabiot. Modric. Akanji. There's the whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, no goals so far, but it's certainly not through lack of effort. They've had quite a few opportunities so far, but their shooting, not good enough.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So off we go once more. So neither side has yet broken through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Modric. Now that looks a decent ball. Inter Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Estupinian. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He has found the way through. Spread neatly. He gets big. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. This looks promising. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Ricci. Modric. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Milan with a free kick then. And a real chance to break the deadlock. Pulisic! It's a loose ball. And it's Rabiot. And back to the keeper they go. Akanji. Not the most accurate pass. Barella. There he goes, motoring forward. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Del Piero. Now it's Rafael Leao. And the pass is intercepted. Well read, nice interception. Pulisic. Cannavaro goes steaming forward. And this is Pato. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And Del Piero! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Pato! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Estupinian. Rafael Leao. Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Modric. And the shot! Yes! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Rabiot. Pulisic. And it's Rabiot. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Modric. And here's Rabiot. Oh, and he shoots! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that's a key interception. He's in plenty of space here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold.
Del Piero! Against the crossbar. Harmlessly behind.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Probing pass. Ricci is offering some sort of an apology there. And the finish! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Takes a shot! Brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Inter Milan give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. That's at the end. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Ended up in no man's land. Rafael Leao! Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Belanova. Oh, that's a key interception. Bergomi. Great vision. On the through ball. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Shoots! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating.
Can he finish? They've scored! Two, and we've barely begun here. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
2 goals on the day, and he may not... Can he finish? Cannavaro with the clearance.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. Now, can they get him away? Bergomi. Looking to play him in. Now that's well seen too. Inter Milan have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Çalhanoğlu hurtling down that right flank. Bergomi promptly onto that, and that is that. Rijkaard. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Baggio proves just a little bit too strong. Looking for the run. Pass somewhat off target. Nicely aimed pass. And he's decided to go for it. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Can he get it through? He's having a hit! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that is a little undercooked. And here's Rafael Leao. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That's a little off target. And he skips past his man. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, red, nice interception. Pirlo. Now it's Hullet. And that has left him in a heap. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And here's Hullet. And the shot! It's in!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Passing is crisp and sharp. He slings it in. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Back in once more. Up he goes! He scored! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Inter Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Pullet with a real chance here.
Well, this certainly fits the bill when it comes to the man for the occasion.
And that's a good ball. Chance! And he hits the net. Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
He won't be happy with that one. Guendouzi threads one in. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Hullet. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Hullet goes for a shot! And he's quick to get it clear again. And the referee brings the first half to a close. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Inter Milan hold a skinny lead after a thrilling half. Bring on the second half. It's 3-2. Here we go again. Pinches it off him. Vieri. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Pirlo. He's on it. Can he get away? Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And now he has two.
sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 7.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Inter Milan. It's Vieri! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Tries to cross. And that should get the job done. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Çalhanoğlu with the short one. Chance for a shot! Rafael Leao, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Hullet! Ruud Hullet! Beyond special! What a player! About as smooth as it gets! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful.
And Hullet! It's bounced back off the post. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And a chance! They've done it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 32.
So here comes the substitution. So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And he's had a hit! Superb from Pato! A finish right from the top draw! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. You just know there is no stopping that.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Inter Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Bullet! That was superb goalkeeping.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Pato. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Steaming on goalwards. Well seen. So big chance! Goal! 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
It's a searching pass. Oh, good-looking ball. Pull it. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Adriano. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Goes down, but nothing given. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Berry. Rafael Leao.
5 minuti di recupero.
Berry. So what can they make of this? Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. And it's Sneijder. Pato. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Thuram. And he's managed to get free. Pato's delivery. And the keeper beats it away. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that will be it. Inter Milan illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so... And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual? He gets big! No, couldn't quite control it.
Vieri really isn't happy with himself after that, having done so well to get on the end of it too.
Elmas. Oh, it's a nice idea, but... oh, that's ambitious. Tomori. Now McTominay. Hernandez. And they've got a throw. McTominay. De Bruyne. Tries to pass it through. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Serginho. Perez. Cannavaro cuts it out. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Politano, he is through here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Quarter of an hour played. Perez, that's a little off target. And this is Vieri. Vieri unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. No goals as yet. Can he get on the end of this? Vieri, decent chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's David Neres. Barella. Batistuta. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Oh, no joy this time. Well, that is not the best ball. Good chance here! Oh, that was no routine save.
Serginho clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Elmas. It's a promising position. Pinches it off him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's De Bruyne. He's tried one! Belanova. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neres is in a really good position out wide. Hernandez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Di Lorenzo goes for goal! Has another go! And that is doing no harm at all. Bastoni clears. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. De Bruyne, and that's gone loose. Now it's Elmas. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And he's gone looking for safety. And he's let fly! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Elma, can he finish? And now they can clear their lines. De Bruyne. Bastoni clears it away. Bellanova.
That will...
And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So there was the first half.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Throw it. Serginho gets a foot in here. Anguissa. McTominay. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Vieri. And that pass just didn't quite work. Hernandez. Now, can they get him away? Stood up well to him there. Bellanova. Anguissa. Schneider. Good effort from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Batistuta! Big relief, it just needed better contact. McTominay. De Bruyne.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's got full. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. McTominay.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Aimed beyond the defence, and he's picked it up out wide. He has found the way through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And still, we await the first breakthrough. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
McTominay, and it's Anguissa. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here. Big chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Oh no, what has happened here? Big... And Batistuta! Not the most accurate pass. Politano. And here's Vieri. That's a shade optimistic. Anguissa. De Bruyne. Politano providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, it's come loose. He's got away. Tries to play it through. Batistuta! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Oh, that pass isn't... And Batistuta! There's a goal! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around it.
A header! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible, and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Now it's Batistuta. Well, what about it? Inter Milan are hurt by just about the final punch.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, this looks sharp. That ball looks a good one. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And they're not going to make any further progress. Shot a goal! And that would have been some goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
And they're back on the ball again. McTominay, and it's made its way to him.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's going for goal! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 8.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 32.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Politano. Nicely weighted ball. And no, that was never going to make it. Looking to play him in. Oh, Red, nice interception. It's run loose here. Adriano. Anguissa. Now it's Lukaku. And it's De Bruyne. And he was quick to react. And that will be the final act. Defeated, dejected. and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, there is no one here, Jim, who's surprised to see Wesley Sneijder in the starting lineup.
Yeah, and I think they'll be looking to him to provide all the creativity again here. OK, he may not go box to box, and he is going to require everyone around him to do all the running for him, but with his skill on the ball, he'll make it happen. He'll pick them out.
Neres, Hernandez, Elmas. That has been cut short. Looking for the run, and he plays one through. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Couldn't squeeze it through, and he's let fly. Elmas, and it's Di Lorenzo. Now McTominay. Sneijder did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Vieri looking to get on the end of this. Hernandez. So we're still where we started right now. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's fabulous. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Sneijder. Oh, there's a probing ball, and he's picked out the run, and he's managed to get free. Chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Vieri is offering a right smile there.
Inter Milan with the corner, there first. Çalhanoğlu with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Vieri!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully. That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
He's got away. Shot at goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Politano could try cutting inside here. That's an excellent interception. And he's gone looking for safety. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Di Lorenzo. Now, can they get him away? He's shifting through the gears here. Sneijder with the clearance. De Bruyne. And it's Hernandez. Neres. Cross goes in there. He rises! He will be livid with himself. Well, there's the clearance. And this is Vieri. He's picked his way through. Elmas. McTominay. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Nicely weighted ball. And no, that was never going to make it. McTominay. And it's Sneijder. Batistuta. He's had a shot! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Numero 22.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Bellanova gets over and intercepts. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, good-looking ball. Inter Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Rijkaard is there to clear. Tomori. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Inter Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Tries to pass it through. He's on it, can he get away? Time and again they are repelled. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Not the most accurate pass. And he's forced to go back. McTominay. Passing is crisp and sharp. Anguissa. Nice bit of trickery. Now McTominay. Barella. De Bruyne. David Neres. And it's De Bruyne. And he was quick to react. Can he get it through? Inter Milan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Di Lorenzo. Oh, what a mistake! That looks a good ball through. Vieri. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble.
And Batistuta! Oh, it's hit the post!
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
This looks promising. Looking to play him in. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And claimed it back swiftly. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising. Batistuta! Oh, that wasn't far away. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now.
Big chance!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a real chance! Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Tomori. Now De Bruyne. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's come to nothing. Perez. He's looking wide. And it's Bellanova. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for options for movement. Changes him with that pass. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. De Bruyne. He's a sharp little ball here. Inter Milan have reclaimed it. Always onto this.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one, and will.
And Batistuta! De Bruyne aimed beyond the defence.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Tries to play it through. Batistuta. Oh, nice touch. And it's Snyder. Batistuta! He should have put that one away.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Threads one in. Can he finish? And somehow he managed to miss it.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero
Corner number 2 then.
Lascia il campo per il numero 9.
Climbs up big! De Bruyne. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's David Neres. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's had a shot! Shooting chance! Too close for comfort. Oh, they could be caught out here. I think we're just about done here.
Il quarto uomo indica
That has not
2
gone
minuti
well.
di recupero.
Del Piero. Perez promptly onto that, and that is that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bastoni. And that is... He's gone for goal! And this is De Bruyne. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save. And that will be the final act. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Inter really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Signore e signori, attenzione, un annuncio importante. Il papà del bambino che indossa